Episode 4: Emotional Leverage. How people use your feelings to control your frame. People don't control you with logic. They control you with emotion. In every relationship, romantic, social, professional, someone is using emotional leverage to influence how you think, react, and behave. Not always intentionally, but always effectively. Today, we break down the hidden emotional tactics that shape your frame, even when you don't notice. 1. Emotional withdrawal, the silent punishment. One of the strongest psychological tools people use is withdrawal. Not shouting, not arguing, just pulling back their presence, and letting your anxiety fill the silence. Because here's the truth. People panic when the emotional supply suddenly disappears. The one who withdraws appears stronger. The one who chases appears weaker. This shifts the frame. They are the prize. You are the pursuer. 2. Guilt triggers, the hook that pulls you back in. Guilt is a psychological shortcut to compliance. When someone says, "After everything I've done for you, I can't believe you treat me like this. You're making me feel this way." They're not expressing emotion. They're attempting to control your behavior by altering how you perceive yourself. Guilt changes your frame from, "I'm right, I must be wrong." And once someone controls your emotions, they control your decisions. 3. Hot and cold patterns, emotional roller coaster. This tactic is ancient and extremely effective. When someone gives you warmth, then suddenly pulls away, your brain enters reward-seeking mode. You start chasing the emotional high, like pulling a lever on a slot machine. This creates attachment through unpredictability, not comfort, not stability, but the rush of never knowing what comes next. And the person providing that emotional instability becomes the person controlling the frame. 4. Emotional anchors. You feel what they want you to feel. People bind emotions to moments to influence how you react later. Example: they give you intense affection early on, then withdraw, creating longing. Or they attach fear, guilt, excitement, or validation to their presence. This is emotional anchoring. You stop responding to the situation and start responding to the emotional pattern they created. You're not reacting to them. You're reacting to the emotional version of them embedded in your mind. 5. Over-validation, the trap of praise. Validation can feel good until it becomes a leash. When someone floods you with excessive compliments, support, and encouragement, then begins to limit it. Your brain becomes dependent on their approval. You start modifying your behavior to keep the validation flowing. That person has now installed a new frame. You need my approval to feel good about yourself. And from that moment onward, they have emotional leverage. 6. Emotional timers, when they decide your worth. People use timing as a form of emotional control. Quick responses create closeness. Delayed responses create uncertainty. This timing is not random. It's a reinforcement pattern that defines who feels secure and who feels anxious. Whoever is emotionally calmer controls the pace, and whoever controls the pace controls the frame. Here's how to break emotional leverage. Emotional leverage works only when you don't see it, because once you can name the pattern, you can break the pattern. Remember, no one controls you unless you give them your emotional center. Your frame, your peace, your reality is yours to reclaim. Next episode. Episode 5. Manipulation. Through identity, how people shape who you think you are.